this is what I'm having for Monday's breakfast. It is a English muffin with a poached egg right on top. The English muffin is the Ezekiel English muffins. Then I also just cut up a grapefruit, which I will be having with it. But this is what I'm having for Monday's breakfast. So this is what I'm having for Monday's lunch. It is a berry salad with feta cheese and pistachios. It also has some red onions, some spinach, and some cherry tomatoes. But the fruit that I used was some raspberries, some blackberries, some blueberries, and strawberries. And then we made a homemade salad dressing using some balsamic vinegar, all the berries that were in the salad, some honey, some Italian seasoning, some olive oil, and a few other things. And I just emulsion blended it in this big old measuring cup. I didn't want to pour it on the salad just because I wanted you guys to actually see the salad, and it would pretty much cover it. But this is what I'm having for Monday's lunch. So this is what I'm having for Monday's dinner, guys. It is a pasta using mild Italian sausage, and then I was just using penne noodles. For the pasta itself, I just used cherry tomatoes, red onions, green peppers, some white wine, some Asiago cheese, and some Parmesan cheese with some basil right on top. We don't use any kind of sauce. We just kind of make it ourselves using the white wine and obviously the other ingredients. But this is what I'm having for Monday's dinner. So this is what I'm having for Tuesday's breakfast. This is just a fried egg on top of a piece of toast and a grapefruit. Now, the egg is a free run egg, and the toast is actually whole grains with quinoa. And the margarine that I'm using, it's not margarine at all actually, it's this Earth Balance. I've been using it now for, I'm gonna say, a week, and I absolutely love it. It makes everything taste like legit butter, and it's nothing like that at all. And then the grapefruit, I just had a half yesterday, so I'm having the other half today, and I'll probably, yeah, that's gonna fill me up. Like, I'm not used to having fruit for breakfast. I know, it's really weird. So I am starting this and I'm finding that it fills me up incredibly well so that I'm not even hungry until lunch. So this is perfect. But this is what I'm having for Tuesday's breakfast. This is what I'm having for Tuesday's lunch, and it looks awful on camera. This is a homemade soup, and it's a mushroom soup using 3 different types of dried mushrooms. We have trumpet, shiitake, and portobello dried mushrooms that I just boiled so that they would have a little bit more life to them. And then in my actual soup is some organic wild rice, carrots, I have celery, I have red onions, I have tons of garlic, white wine, and organic chicken broth. And it only took me about an hour to do everything, including cut all the vegetables and stuff, and it was pretty simple, and it just tastes and smells absolutely phenomenal. And then to go with my soup, I have this enormous bottle of water that I bought at Winners. It's just so handy if you're wanting to drink a lot of water. If you want a detailed description on how to make this, just let me know in the comments below. But this is what I'm having, guys, for Tuesday's lunch. This is what I'm having for Tuesday's dinner. It's a ciabatta chicken sandwich. The ciabatta has some cranberries and raisins in it. The chicken just has some Italian and some lemon pepper seasoning with some Havarti cheese. And then I have tomato and red onions to go on it. Then I'm just having some veggies, some green peppers, baby carrots, cherry tomatoes, and some radishes. Pretty sure you know what those are. But I just wish this was coming on camera a little bit better because the chicken looks delicious. Just with this lighting, it's just not doing it justice. But this is what I'm having for Tuesday's dinner. This is what I'm having for Wednesday's breakfast. Just 2 fried home run eggs on 2 quinoa pieces of bread. They're whole wheat with quinoa. The fried egg on a sandwich went really good yesterday, so I thought I would have this. And then I'm also having that giant glass of water, and then I will probably add a banana to the mix when I'm done with the eggs. But this is what I'm having for Wednesday's breakfast. So this is what I'm having for Wednesday's dinner. This is just some salmon that was foiled with some lemon, herbs, garlic, and butter. And then I'm just having some asparagus to go along with it, with some more seasonings on it as well. So that is what I'm having, guys, for Wednesday's dinner. Good morning, guys. This is what I'm having for Thursday's breakfast, and it's just the Jordan's Morning Crisp Maple Pecan cereal, and this is what the box looks like. I don't know if any of you have tried this before, but it is so delicious, and Sugar Bear likes the chocolate flavor, and I like the pecan flavor, but this is what I'm having for breakfast. So this is what I'm having for Thursday's lunch, guys, and the reason why I didn't film yesterday's lunch was because it was the leftover soup I had on Tuesday, which I didn't really find necessary to film again, but this is obviously a giant garden salad with a ton of feta. There's also some cherry Roma tomatoes, red onions, green peppers, spinach, sliced almonds, roasted almonds, and some pecans, and then we just made our homemade salad dressing, which has olive oil, red wine vinegar, tons of garlic, salt and pepper, and honey to give it some sweetness. You guys pretty much see this in every food journal video, but this is a staple lunch for me, and it's delicious and I love it. And this is what I'm having for Thursday's lunch. So this is what I'm having for Thursday's dinner. It's basically breakfast for dinner. It's just Sugar Bear's famous hash and egg and turkey bacon kind of mixture. There's also some red onions, some green peppers, and some spices in there. And then I usually put on sriracha just on top, but he wanted this to look pretty, so I didn't put any sriracha on it. But this is what I'm having, guys, for Thursday night's dinner, and just let me know in the comments below if you want me to let you know how you can make this as well. So this is what I'm having for Friday's breakfast. It is just an omelet. We used some free-range eggs and we used some free-run eggs. We also used some soy milk for obviously the thickener. We have some feta cheese on top, and then in my omelet itself I have some cut up ham, some roasted tomatoes, some spinach, red onions, green peppers, and then I just have some basil leaves right on top. I don't even know how this is looking on camera. Hopefully it doesn't look too disgusting, but in person it looks pretty good and it smells pretty good. But this is what I'm having for Friday's breakfast. So this is what I'm having for Friday's lunch. It is a open faced sandwich using an English muffin from the Ezekiel brand, and then I just have some Montreal shaved turkey, a little bit of old cheddar cheese, some red onions, and some green peppers that I heated up together, and a little bit of olive oil. And then for just the bread, I have some of that soy, like traditional spread. But this is like my take of a Philly cheesesteak, and it is absolutely delicious. And this is what I'm having for Friday's lunch. So this is what I'm having for Friday night's dinner. This is a homemade pizza that we made using pita bread, and then on it we made our homemade tomato sauce kind of thing. And we just used spices and a little bit of olive oil. Underneath that, we actually roasted a whole head of garlic and made it our own garlic oil. And then just for the toppings itself is some mozzarella cheese, some shaved chicken that we just roasted off with some cooked spinach, some red onions, a little bit of the garlic that we had roasted, which is right there. And then we topped it off with basil leaves that we are growing because we're trying to grow a basil plant this year. We're trying to make it actually work and not have it die. But this is what we're having. I am just actually incredibly excited to eat this. This is what I'm having, guys, for Friday night's dinner.